It's me go. Here's what a GDQ is for me. I thought GDQ would be like this cool experience where I really get to like connect with other speedrunners and like really fucking like have like a special time that I'll never forget. And in a way that is true. I do have some special experiences that I'll never forget from a GDQ. But the majority of the time I spend there, I'm like, damn, I could be streaming right now. A true speedrunner, Twitch streamer is gonna go to a GDQ, and I'm talking about you go like the whole week. You go there the whole fucking week, you're gonna be sitting there doing nothing a lot of the time thinking like, damn, I'm not fucking streaming right now. I'm losing subs. I lose like 200, 300 subs at a fucking GDQ, you know? And I'm on top of that, I'm spending money on fast food every fucking day and, you know, do it for what? You know, to hang out with a bunch of nerds, you know? And what, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm a nerd. I say this, you know, it takes one to know one. I love all my speed gaming nerds out there, but god damn, the value acquisition, the cost versus loss value acquisition is hard to justify when it comes to being a full-time speedrunner and going to a GDQ. And to think, at the last GDQ I went to, I had a fucking run in the event. And you think they're fucking paying me for any of that? You think they're paying for my flight? Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. I might as well just be an attendee. Less stress, you know? So it's just like, it's a pretty terrible value acquisition going to a speedrunning. And now, and then ESA, sure, the ticket's cheaper for ESA, but then the plane tickets, like, you know, for me to go overseas is like a nightmare. You have to really be willing to just lose a few $1,000s to go to an event like that. It's truly a luxury. It's like going on a vacation in the Bahamas or something. It's just how it is. And like I said, if you've never been to one before and you're really into speedrunning, you have a lot of friends in the scene, like in my case, then it's totally worth it. It was like totally worth it to go to GDQ and ESA. But once you see it, you've seen it. You see it once, guess what? It's the same fucking event next time. Just a couple different faces. So it's like, literally once you're at GDQ for like 2 days at GDQ, you've seen it. You know, you've seen everything that there is to see. There's no point in staying there the whole week, that's for sure, in my case. So yeah, but it's nothing against the event or anything. It's just that's how it is. No, of course they don't pay you. I wish they should. They should cover, if they have runners coming in person, I believe they should cover the hotel room at least. And honestly, they should cover the hotel room and the flight for any runner, for any on-site runners. I really believe that. And staff for that matter too. I don't think staff get paid for the most part. It's a non-profit. The only people that get paid are like the fucking owners and shit that are doing all sorts of tax breaks and stuff. I mean, I don't fucking know who gets paid and who doesn't. What do I look like, a fucking GDQ conspiracy theorist? I'm not one of those. I'm just saying, as a runner, I don't fucking get paid. Which is, I mean, it's, again, it's fine. Like, you know what you're getting yourself into is my point. Like, when you get into a GDQ, it's like, all right, I'm going to this event. I'm going to have a fucking 1 hour, like whatever block where I get to show off my game. And maybe I'll get like a couple dozen followers for that. You know, people will give a fuck about Spyro for all of 2 fucking seconds. You know, and then I'll be partying the rest of the week. That's what it is. What's wrong with that? That's fun. That's fun. Honestly, if you ask me, as an adult, I think it's fun to just fucking roam from hotel room to hotel room. Ah, here's the Mario Odyssey hotel room. Ah, these guys are fucking. And then as the week goes on, it gets more and more messy. Like more and more bottles of alcohol everywhere, and fucking people getting sick and shit. It's like this whole fucking experience, you know. But I seen it. I done seen it. And I definitely don't need it. If I go to a GDQ or ESA again, it's not going to be for the whole week. That's for damn shit. Got sad about the no paying. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You'd think for the amount of money they raise, you know, they could have like, you know, some money go to the fucking runners, but no. Whatever, it's for charity, you know. It's like, who am I to ask for charity money? Oh no, they need that extra money to go to fucking Doctors Without Borders, you know, or whatever. It's like, fine. Such a charitable cause. It's all good. Again, it may sound like I hate I'm not trying to make it sound like I hate GDQ or I hate these events or anything. I'm just saying they're not all they're cracked up to be. I mean, like, be ready to lose a lot of money and to be hanging out with a bunch of antisocial nerds. Be ready to do nothing for most of your day. Most of your day at a GDQ is spent doing nothing. It's spent fucking waking up, go to the if you're a real gamer, this is what you do at an average day at GDQ if you're a real gamer. And I'm talking if you're like a real speedrunner who like is, you know, has like a community that they're there to meet up with and everything, which is definitely not the majority of attendees, but you know, that aside, say you're a real fucking speedrunner, you wake up, it's like fucking, I don't know, 10 a.m. in your hotel room, you know, there's fucking 4 people around you sleeping, you know, or maybe they woke up or something. You know, something wakes you up. You don't get fucking good sleep when you're sharing a hotel room with like 5 other nerds. You know, and you have to, by the way, you have to do that because it's a fucking expensive ass Hilton hotel room that's like gonna be like fucking like, it's gonna be like a $1,500 if you just try to stay there by yourself. Yeah, fucking right, you know? So you're sharing this with like 5 other gamers. You wake up at whenever the fuck you wake up. And then you go down to the practice where you get your breakfast, which consists of definitely not the hotel breakfast, which is like gonna be a fucking $30-$40 buffet. You ain't going to that. So what do? You go to the fucking Dairy Queen, McDonald's, whatever. Where am I going? Whatever fast food, like right across the street. You're going there. Where am I fucking going, dude? I gotta go down here. Did I get everything down here? I think I got everything. Let's roll. So you have a shitty breakfast, basically. You have a shit fast food breakfast at the crack of dawn. You didn't sleep well. Okay, fine, whatever. Hey. Then it's like, all right, now what am I gonna do? Now I've eaten. I'm awake. What do I do? Let's go to the practice room. If there's nothing else going on, if there isn't some bullshit like let's go to the Mall of America, and I shit you not, there is like always a gang of people that's like let's go to the Mall of America. Like what the fuck? What is this, middle school? Who fucking cares about the Mall of? Okay, whatever. You're just here to hang with your friends. It's fine. So you go to the practice room, right? Or the Mall of America or whatever. So let's say you go to the practice room because you're a gamer. You want to just fuck around, play a game, share the experience, you know, with some people that you know online. Okay. You go to the practice room, you hang out there, and it smells awful. I mean, it's like a fucking convention, right? It's like there's always gonna be one fucking dude that's like stinking up the whole place. You go in there and, you know, you're saying hi to people as you like walk by and you're like, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, what are you getting into today? Oh, I don't know. You know, it's just like aimless as fuck. It's just completely aimless. And you go to the practice room and you play a game for maybe an hour, maybe a couple hours. Fuck, maybe you're there all day in the fucking practice room because there's nothing better to do. There's nothing better to do. You're in the practice room all fucking day, just hanging out, fucking, you know, with all this. And to be fair, it's kind of fun being in the practice room if you're a nerd like me. If you fucking like speedrunning and watching people play and whatever. So, okay, so you're in the practice room for X amount of hours, and then you're like, okay, now what? It's like, all right, well, you could go to the pool, you can maybe watch the event, and that's a fucking joke right there. Yeah, let's go to the fucking room, let's go to the fucking ballroom where the fucking there's like 20 million shitty chairs set up, and awkwardly sit there while the studio lights like blare in your face. You know, you feel like a fucking, you know, you feel like an ant, you know, like in a crowd, like getting fucking zapped by a microscope under the sun. You know, and it's like, okay, all right. So you go to the stream room, maybe watch a run you wanted to watch, which again, like that doesn't end up happening, but okay, so you do that. And then at a certain point, if you're like me, you're basically going to be like, all right, I've pretty much done everything I quote unquote wanted to do today. I'm gonna get drunk as shit, you know? And whether that happens at 2 p.m. or 6 p.m. or 2 a.m., whatever the fuck that happens, you're like, all right, I'm going back up to my room. I'm gonna get some homies together, and we're just gonna fucking drink and just talk shit on this whole marathon the whole time. And that's what you end up doing most of the time. You end up drinking, talking shit, eating terrible food, and hanging out in the practice room. And then that is sprinkled along with like maybe periodically going to the Mall of America or going to the pool or some bullshit like that, you know? So it's just like this. My point is there's nothing, and I want to reiterate this, there's nothing wrong with any of that. That shit is fine. It's fun. For me, that shit is kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. As depraved and trash as that sounds, getting drunk and doing nothing with a bunch of speedrunners is fun to me, and I'm a very niche audience for that. So, you know, right? That's just for me. That's kind of fun, a little fun. But then consider that you're there for like a week straight, an entire week. You're there for the whole week, you know? So that's fun for like a day, couple days. And then you're like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? You're gonna have multiple moments throughout this event where you're like, what the fuck am I doing here? What am I doing? Even me as like a fucking like whatever reputable speedrunner, I'm walking around going like, what am I doing here? You know? And if they just like paid for me to do a run or whatever, then I wouldn't even care. It'd be like, hey, all right, you know, I may be losing Twitch subs or whatever, but it's fine. It's fine. You know, I'm getting paid to do my run. Hell no. You are losing money every second. When you're a Twitch streamer, you lose money every second you're fucking at a GDQ. You know, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So here I am fucking bringing my phone into like one of the side practice rooms where no one's at, trying to find a good CRT so I could stream Spyro. And I don't know if any of you guys remember this. I would stream a Spyro runs, a couple Spyro runs, because I had nothing better to do. And I would stream them with my phone camera pointed at the CRT and, you know, try to recoup some of my losses a little bit. You know, try to feel like I'm doing something with my day. It's just an aimless experience. It's such an aimless experience is the whole point. And again, let me back up. There's nothing wrong with having a vacation. There's nothing wrong with an aimless experience, especially one that's geared towards you and your people and the sort of hobbies that you're interested in. But man, dude, let me tell you, GDQ, like, you better be ready for that, for an aimless experience. Nothing wrong with it. Just be ready for that. And so I've done that once, twice. I've done that a couple times at this point. And so if I go back to a GDQ ESA at this point, it's only going to be for a couple days, like just to hang out, just to party for a day or two, and then hop back on a plane and come back, waste my $1,000 or whatever it is, and then come back just for the experience. And that's just what it is, you know. I wish there was more value to going to a GDQ or to ESA or anything like that. Just as a gamer, as a player, like the value is like, it's very much like, oh well, you know, I'm seeing my friends and this and that, so it's okay that I, you know, I'm fucking doing nothing for a week and I'm fucking spending literal thousands of dollars. That's fine. And you know, if you're in a position to do that, then great. And luckily, I'm in a position to do that. Thanks to you guys, I'm in a position to do that. But, you know, once you do it once or twice, you know, in my case, you know, I've said my piece. I don't feel the need to do that again. But hey, if any of you guys want to do that, I don't hold it against you at all. I'm a nerd too. I think that shit is fun as hell. But it is an aimless experience for sure. I think that's just the con experience in a nutshell right there. You're in a fucking hotel getting drunk, like fucking destroying your body with a bunch of other fucking, you know, nerds for whatever the fuck your thing you're into. That's what it is. You know, make no mistake about it. You're not gonna network. You're not gonna fucking get any opportunities or any bullshit. You're nothing beyond friendship and love is positive is gonna come from the experience. Nothing beyond friendship and love. If all you want is friendship and love and you're willing to waste a week of your life and thousands of dollars, then fucking go for it. But that's what it is. That's what it is. And you know what? I'm so fucking far gone in this hobby that I willingly do that. I willingly am like, fuck it, I'll go. Yeah, fuck it. Like, so, you know, for someone that doesn't speedrun, isn't really super like well connected in a particular speed community, that feeling of aimlessness, that's even amplified that much more, you know? Yeah, maybe there'll be a speed. No, this is what happens, Blorn. Like, you say it like a joke, but it's actually fucking serious. People are like, okay, I gotta run into GDQ, so I'm gonna go for the whole event, and then I'm gonna really, I don't know, explode on Twitch as a runner. Like, I'm gonna get my run in, and I'm gonna, like, have a good run and a good showing, and, you know, and that's all, you know, even if I lose a bunch of money, like, it's worth it just for that. And again, it's like GDQ just isn't, you know, these events aren't what they were in 2012, where they are like this breakout way that people figure out about speedrun. People know what speedrunning is now. It's not like these events are like really introducing that many people to the scene. So in my case, when I ran at GDQ in person, I did my run, whatever. Got a few dozen followers, got, you know, posted a video. I get the periodic person that's like, hey, I saw your GDQ run, and that's it. So there, to me, there's not a lot of value like in that. I mean, it was fun. And for me, intrinsically, it was worth doing just because I like speedrunning and I like showing it to as many people as possible. But that's very much like a novel pursuit. You know, when it comes to like, you know, growing as a streamer, you're not going to grow as a streamer, as a speedrunner streamer by going to a GDQ. That is first and foremost. You will, if you are a speedrunner streamer, you know, the wise move is to not go. Truly. No, and then there's like fucking all sorts of drama and this and that, you know, you don't want to get caught up in any of that. God forbid you fucking sleep with someone, you know, at a GDQ, and then there's some fucking twit-longers and this and that, you know. But that's a whole nother thing. Well, let's just pretend like you're a decent human being and that doesn't happen, you know. But that shit does happen. So I'm just saying, like, it's not going to a fucking event like that. It's not like a fucking always like the most like 100% positive fun experience. It's very much like a chance for you to look inside yourself and be like, every day I was at GDQ, I was like, why am I here? And I think everyone, whether they want to admit it or not, they were fucking thinking that. They were thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? Not like they're better than anything, just like why? It just makes you look at yourself like, why is this worth it for me? Like, is the love and friendship that I'm like maybe gaining or garnering here, is that worth the thousands of dollars and wasted potential week of work, you know? Is it worth that? Week of sleep, week of just being a normal functioning human, you know? I don't know. If the answer to that's yes, no judgment. No fucking judgment at all. I don't think GDQ is a bad event, or ESA, or any of these things. All I'm saying is, like, as a word of warning, know what you're going to. You are going to a place to waste a week of your life, basically. For the sake of speedrunning, for the sake of, not even for speedrunning, but for friends, for the sake of you know, making friends, essentially. And notice how I didn't say for charity, because that fucking charity is going to make whatever money it makes, whether you're fucking there or not. So don't pretend like you have any fucking effect on that by going to the event or not. If all you care about is the if you're trying to say, oh, well, the charity, that is such like a, like, after the fact, like, point, you know? No fucking speedrunner goes to a GDQ because it's like, oh, the charity though. You know? I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real with you guys. Charity's great. GDQ is great. I, again, don't have anything against the marathon. And I said this before, I'll say it again, know what the fuck you're going to. You are going to go waste a week of your life. And that is fine. That's, you know what? If you can do that, you might just have some experiences some positive experiences that and negative experiences that you'll never forget. Truly. I know I did. I wouldn't take it back.